right, so we're here with, what's your name?
Cyan.
Cyan?
Yeah.
Do you stay out here in the streets?
Yes, I do.
How long have you been out in the streets?
For 6 months now.
6 months?
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 18.
18? Did you just turn 18 6 months ago?
No, last year in February. I turned 19 next month. Yeah.
Can you tell us how you ended up in the streets?
Well, I turned 17 and I was getting ready to get my wisdom tooth done. And I got my wisdom tooth done, and I guess my doctors, it was her anniversary or her birthday. One of the nurses came up and she surprised her. She got startled or scared, and she ended up cutting my gums open.
Yeah.
So she ended up taking out 2 tooths in the back, and I was really hurting every day. So they started off with me for 500 milligrams of ibuprofen, and it didn't work. I was crying every day, and then they ended up giving me hydrocodone, and it didn't work at all. And then that's when they gave me Percocets, 5 milligrams. And then that's when my gums were getting like really puffy and it was really bad. And my mom said that you got to give her a high dosage or we're gonna end up suing you guys. So they ended up starting me off with 15 milligrams of Percocets, and it wasn't doing no good. My mom said she's not the same as she was. She's crying every day, and I know this ain't my baby girl because it's hurting her. Can you please help her or we will sue you? So that's when they started off with me with Percocets 30s. And that's when they said, if she gets addicted to it, we're going to have to stop her dosage because this is an addicting drug that people use. So they gave me that for the pain, and it helped me. It made me go to sleep, and it got to the point where I did get addicted to it, but I was taking it like a pill. I was swallowing it. And then I went to go refill my drug, and then they said they stopped the medication, and I can't take it, so they stopped me off with ibuprofen. And that's when I experienced these things called withdrawals. And I was, one of my friends came up to me and he was asking me why I was like dancing on and shaking and everything. And I told him about the drug and I told him about the withdrawal. And he said it's a street drug. And they sell them in my hometown for $30.
Yeah.
So I ended up selling everything in my mom's house to get my fix. And my mom got to the point where she wanted to kick me out. So I ended up living with my sister. And my friend told me that they sell them cheaper in Phoenix for $7. So the drug made me homeless.
And where are you originally from?
I'm originally from Gallup, New Mexico.
Gallup.
But my mom moved to Winslow, Arizona for 4 years.
Okay.
And I just came out here.
All right. And now you say you're on the street drug. Is that like the fentanyl?
The fentanyl opioids.
Yeah. How long ago did you first start messing with that?
About 8 months ago.
8 months ago?
Yeah.
And is it really addictive? Or?
It is addictive.
Yeah.
Every day you crave it, and when you don't get it, your hands start to cramp and you start crying. It's really bad when you get these withdrawals. In Winslow, I've been smoking about 5 to 6 a day because of the money wage. But now, since I get money and $7 a pop, I smoke like 30 to 40 pills a day.
30 to 40 at $7 a pop?
Yeah.
That's a lot of money. What do you do to get money though out here?
I wash windows, I panhandle, and that's usually it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you usually make that much to get all those pills?
My brother flies a sign in the middle of the freeway, and he supports me too.
So he's out here too?
Yeah.
Your family's out here?
Not just my brother. I have my sister and her boyfriend that lives out here in Phoenix. That's where we first started to move when we came out here. But her boyfriend offered us to pay $1,000 a month.
Yeah.
And we couldn't pay that because they only had a studio. And we said that was not right because that was a lot of money. It was like we're paying for her studio.
Yeah. That's crazy. Have you looked into like getting in rehab or anything like that?
We're planning at the end of the month to get into rehab. That's our plan. That's our goal right now.
Yeah.
We were just make sure we have time. We have ourselves get time to do it. But we don't like living like this. I used to have 3 jobs before I came out like this.
What kind of work did you used to do?
I was a cashier at Walmart, a cashier at McDonald's, and a server at a family restaurant, Falcon restaurant.
Yeah.
I was making a lot of money. and just getting clothes for myself and getting everything.
Yeah.
And now I went downhill, and every money I get to drugs. Some days I don't even get food for myself because I just depend on the drug. I used to weigh 240 pounds when I lived in Winslow.
Yeah.
Now I weigh 150.
Mm-hmm.
So I lost a lot of weight by just starving myself and just going with the drug.
That's bad, man. You're still really young, though. I think you could make it out of it, you know? Especially you said you've only been out here 6 months. What programs have you tried?
I just looked into it online. I haven't really called them or signed up for it at all. But there's one that you can go together with your brother and sister. They pick you up. They take you out to eat before you get in.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, there's some that you could actually call and they'll come pick you up from whatever location you're at, and they'll give you a place to stay. But of course, you have to stay sober and clean. If you're looking for one of those, you know, maybe we could look for one of those. But how long do you think you're gonna be out here in the streets before you search for someone?
I really want to start looking in the beginning of February.
You want to try to get out of it?
Yeah, I really want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really want to.
That's good. You still talk to your mom?
Here and there,
Yeah. You said are you Native American?
yeah, I am.
Do you get any government help?
Not at the moment because I don't have my birth certificate or social.
Uh-huh.
I had a car, but they ended up towing it, and they took everything we had in there.
Yeah.
So me and my brother were stuck with nothing.
What did they end up towing the car for?
Someone on the streets, we don't know, ended up stealing our Cadillac converter. I think it's called that.
Yeah.
And it just stopped. It stopped running. We couldn't turn it back on. We couldn't move it. So it stayed at the plaza we parked it at.
Yeah.
And that's when they towed it because we had to move it or it was gonna get towed. We
Mm-hmm.
couldn't move it, so it ended up getting towed. They didn't tell us what day or when, so we could get our stuff together. We had everything in a bag in case they said, okay, we're gonna tow it, so we can take it.
Yeah.
But we ended up going to McDonald's to get something to eat, and then that's when they towed it, and we came back to nothing. We don't even know where it is right now. It's probably been auctioned off already.
That sucks. Yeah, they probably auctioned it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really sad story, man. All right, if you had 2 wishes, what would they be?
To have my driver's license, my social security card, and to wish that I never went to the dentist that day.
That you never would have got that prescription? Yeah, man. All right, well, I really do appreciate the interview. And if I see you again, are you okay with me doing like an update?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.